Hello and welcome, SpeedGaming fans, to this hybrid major glitches tournament race game 2 between Chexhuman and robjbeasley. I am Obscure Lifeform. I will be your host through this race, giving you the commentary. We have other Tom on tracking, clicking those buttons as we're getting straight into the race. Both deciding to start in sync. So that was a pendant up in Hera. The other two are crystals. So a nice early map check for us there. So yeah, all of you who aren't sure what hybrid major glitches is, so we are going to be doing a lot of overworld glitchings, jumping over ledge, doing a few teleports. If they look like they're doing some weird things, it's probably intentional. Otherwise, the difference between this and overworld glitches is we get to do a little bit of dungeon. Certain dungeons, we get to glitch around, jumping through a few walls there. In particular, Misery Mire, Swamp Palace, and Hera just kind of become one super dungeon. So we're going to be looking out for a bit of key logic and a few other things as we're going to be going through the race. We did find bombs on bush crabs, so that's really nice for them. But they did pick up bombs, of course, in Sanctuary as well. It looks like Chex might be going for another tree pool here. As they get a sword, okay, sword is really, really nice to find here in HMG. That just kind of helps us do some of the glitching, as well as having the boots and being able to dash around without headbutting things. As Chex does a quick map check, gets the same information there as Rob. And we both find an ether there in the Lost Woods. So we're not really too worried about medallions for Turtle Rock. However, we will need to think about Misery Mire, because Misery Mire kind of becomes the key to Hera and sometimes Swamp as well. So okay, Chex heading to the right. This is a mountain play, so not worried about CAC for now. HMGs, we kind of leave Kakariko for a little bit later. Becomes less of a big deal. Not able to do the DMA, but I managed to get the backup. Ooh, finds a nice hook shot there in Blind's Hut. So Rob J is saying, yes, please. As you saw, Chex done a little bit jumping around. He's actually rescuing the old man right now. But we kind of done a bit of a screen wrap there, so it didn't actually look like he was jumping into the cave. Just some bombs for his troubles. Nice 300, well, 350, 370, I think, actually, in the well. So a lot of early money. So we're going to see here on Check's side whether we actually get any keys to Hera, as Rob picks up the mirror there from Bot Merchant. So no keys. So unfortunately, for Chex, he hasn't gone to Kakariko yet, so he hasn't got the hook shot, can't do Hera pot right now. We're not too worried about it at this point, because Hera is a pendant. As we find the single arrow there. Someone dropped an arrow. Okay, Check's not finding too much up the mountain. Seems like all the goodies right now are in Kakariko. But essentially what these guys are kind of looking for right now is the Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl is kind of the key to open up the rest of the seed. I know it is in normal modes as well, but we're also going to need a way to get to Dark World. However, Dark World access is... Oh, no! That was really unfortunate for Chex there. Oh, and there's a nice hammer there just sitting on the race game. So in HMG or any glitch seed, we're not worried about actually doing the game. We're just going to do some little bit of funky movement here. And we just sneak around the back. The guy never knows what happened. If he just looked a little bit to the left, he would have seen some shenanigans was happening, but he's too busy looking cool. So Check's back on the rest of the mountain, doing Spiral Cave, getting some of these things done early. See if we can find anything up the mountain early. Oh, nice 10 bombs there. We'll pick it up. I mean, we had 5, but 10 is bigger than 5, so we will be picking that up. So we're not worried about bombs for Rob anymore. Nice little bit of knowledge there about getting a little bit of magic. So essentially what we might do, if we get the item here on the right side, Rob will probably just walk out the right side door. If he doesn't get the item, like that, he's now got to make a bit of a choice. Do you go for the big chest, or do you just leave it and say whatever? So we'll see what... Oh yeah, the mirror. The mirror does help that decision, so yeah. So Chex will be going into Kakariko eventually with a bottle that he just found there in Paradox. So we'll be able to get the Sick Kid check over Rob as we find half magic in Link's house. Gets the second item there in Desert, so nothing on the boss. Can't do it anyway right now, so we are out of there. Green pendant in Thieves Town. Oh, that's always a nasty one. Okay, nothing in Sahar apart from a chest turn. Yep, so Rob is probably going to be finishing off his little route here at Agina's. And then probably go on to the rest of South Shore dams and mini Moldorms. Essentially, we still want to get to all the item dense locations, even in HMG. So I did not actually. So this is probably a mountain play here from Rob. So let's see if Rob manages to get the setup that Chex missed first time round. Does not, so it's also doing the backup. So we're just going to move up a little bit, jump down, and now we're on the ledge where we can rescue the old man. So new Chex coming up here on the left side. Oldham's... Yeah, they played pretty well, actually. There's our lamp. Not going to Ice Rod Cave. Oh, gets dead rocked. Doesn't matter what mode you're playing, dead rocks are still super annoying. So we're still looking for that Moon Pearl. I mean, Rob can decide to climb Hera, but we know Moon Pearl probably won't be there because with no keys around, that does require us to go into Misery Maya to have access to Hera, logically anyway. Could be other stuff. Deciding not to go up there right now. Okay, Chex leave in race game. That is the hammer. Might come back because he does have the lamp, so we'll be able to do desert and kill Lanmo as the last thing. So we'll probably double back on himself. So we'll see what Sick Kid, because Rob was not able to check Sick Kid while he was here. Just 300 rupees, so we're going to have a healthy amount of rupees. There's also 300 and something in the well as well. So we're going to have lots of money for Zora. Of course, minor glitches are in logic. So Fate Flippering, absolutely in logic. Water Walking, absolutely in logic. Flippers can be in the well. Flippers can be on Zora. So Zora 100% in play. Hobo 100% in play. So we'll see what they decide to do, because this Moon Pearl is not turning up for us. We don't have that many Light World checks left. We've got Eastern Palace, we've got Ice Rod Cave and Zora checks and water checks. We might see one of them or both of them going into Palace of Darkness. Moon Pearl can absolutely be in there. So we'll see what they're thinking. I think it makes a bit more sense for Rob to go to Palace of Darkness. Chex will now be picking up his hookshot. Okay, so Rob is going to check the rest of South Shore. Unfortunately, I missed game one, which was played just before this one. It does look like Chex came out the victor there. Ooh, doing a cheeky little strat here. I don't often see this anymore. So you can actually jump off this ledge here and pick up the item. Chex decided not to go into desert. Okay. I mean, he's not going to miss out. Oh, of course, because he's going to route it back round. Because he doesn't have glove, you can actually just hop over the ledge and kill Lanmo. So that's probably what Chex is setting up to do right now. He's going to get these other checks done. He's going to go K45, hop back on the ledge, and then go into desert. Meanwhile, about to get some new checks over on Rob's side. Still not sure whether this hookshot's not hookshot. We know where the hookshot is. The Moon Pearl. Okay, I don't think checked K45, but decided to go back into desert. Or maybe he did, it was just so quick. So nothing in Ice Rod Cave. That's really nice for Chex, getting those 10 bombs. He's currently on 0, so I'll be happy to see that. So let's see if anything is here in the water checks. Hopefully we don't find any heart pieces. Okay, we found one, but it didn't give us walk state, so that's good. Ah, that's a flute there on Zora Ledge. Opting to pick it up and leave Zora. Can you get around to Zora? Wow, that beam was a little bit close. That was some nice ledge. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would have thought, you know, you stand to the side of the Zora item. If it's nothing, you don't pick it up. If it's something, you pick it up and then do the swim clip. Did he forget he doesn't have flippers? Oop. That might have just been just a little bit of a moment there, but no big deal. We don't know what's on Zora. It's nothing until we know about it, so we're just going to assume it's nothing. We're going to go probably to pod. No, not to pod. Oh, of course, we got the mirror, so we got some of the Dark World stuff that's activate in logic for us. So this looks like it's going to be a Pyramid Fairy Hyrule Castle play for Rob here. I mean, if it was me, I would have activated the flute because I'm a big chicken and I don't like to hop over the ledges here. Taking a death, I mean, if you're going to do it this way, then I would have activated the flute. Sometimes you might choose this time to go check Graveyard Ledge. Check's doing some bomb strats for us. You don't see that very often. Yeah, there's a Sank Heart in Pyramid Fairy. Quite creepy music. Okay, there's a book. Doesn't do anything for us right now. If we can find a Master Sword, gives us a couple of checks. It's not going to be too much of a big deal with Rob and his flute. So where's Chex heading off to? This might be some of the water checks here. Hobo, which Rob didn't check. And then he might head over to Ice Rod Cave. Yeah, just another 300 rupees. Like, we found a lot of rupees. Like, often, like, lots and lots of rupees suggests Zora's nothing. Of course, that's completely not written into the logic. It's just like when you find the Ice Rod early and you're like, oh, well, Turtle Rock's going to be a pendant. Like, it's not actually written into the logic, but it's things you like to joke about. Check's trying to break physics here. Needs to wiggle around and eventually start swimming through land. Having the best luck here. There we go. So you want to do it in a very particular place. Otherwise you're not able to jump in. So Check's also setting up here for the water walk. There is a heart piece in there, so hopefully that won't put him back into a fake flipper situation. I don't know if you'll be able to get that flute without at least being in flipper state or water walk state. I don't think we've got the stuff to Ancilla right now. Oh, red mail there in Zelda Cell. Okay, that's good. Did not put him in water walk state. Alright, so Check's gonna see his flute, gonna check out the Zora item first. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So Chex will probably stand to the side. Oh, nice bow there in Dark Cross. Chex saying no to the flute. What a boss. Okay, Chex. I mean, Rob picked it up, but hasn't activated it, so I can appreciate it. I wonder if we're going to see a Tomb Raider here from Chex. It's a little bit annoying with the fighter sword, so we'll have to throw a bomb at precise timing. Yeah, this does look like a Tomb Raider. So, kind of want to remove those. Oh, no. Little bit too early. So we kind of wanted to get that near bush. But unfortunately, he blew up the last bush. So he had nothing to hook shot on. Just going to do it the normal glitch way. But hey, it's nice to see a Tomb Raider. Again, you don't often see these. So Check's really putting out all these little things that you don't often see. So Robin Pod. Actually a clearable dungeon with that bow in Checkerboard Cave. And the hammer. We can just get this done. One and done. And then mirror over to Eastern. So this is really, really nice. So we'll see if Chex heads over to Hyrule Castle, which is actually looks like what he's doing now. It's going to go the fancy way in. I mean, with Mirror and the lamp, I can't see Chex deciding to nope out of Checkerboard Cave. So he'll probably be following Rob quite soon into the pod and Eastern play. Makes sense before we start running around as Bunny in Dark World. We do have a bottle. We can pick up a blue potion, give ourselves some fake flute. So Chex is going to pick up his red mail here. It looks like that's exactly where he's going to go get his bow. Then we'll probably check Uncle and then go for the pod Eastern play. Has decided not to worry about Pyramid Fairy, so potentially could do that later. I mean, with the mirror in play, Moonpearl can totally be in Pyramid Fairy. However, we know it's not. Because Rob has checked that. Nice hammy up there. Found a lot of items in pod, but no Moonpearl. I think we might be on 4 items. No, we must be on 3 items. There's the map, because I think we've got the compass already. So there's 2 items left in pod and 2 keys. Ooh, we get a glove. Okay. Glove gives us back of escape. Yeah, I don't think it gives us much else, that glove. Not that I can think of anyway. Oops. A little bit far to the right there. Locked himself out. So we'll see what Helmasaur King has for us. We could find out how bad this Moonpearl actually is. Helma's attacks are just a joke with Redmail. But does do some nice hammer fight there. Just a heart container, so we're only getting a glove out of Palace of Darkness. So we're still on the hunt. Rob already got that mirror out. We know exactly where he's going next. I mean, it's so nice to see that the seeds actually kind of set us up there for the Pod Eastern full clearable. So we'll see if this Moonpearl's in Eastern. If not, looks like we're going to have to do some Dark World stuff. I mean, kind of what you don't want to see at this point is the mitts. Because that would open up an Ice Palace for... Oh, well, we need the flippers, actually, so maybe not. No, we don't need the flippers for Ice Palace. What am I talking about? It'd also open up a Super Bunny cave for us. But it feels like with this early mirror, it does kind of want us to go into Dark World. So I think that's a vanilla big key in Eastern. Nope, never mind. I was not paying attention. Oh, I think that switch on Chex's side is harder to miss than actually hit it. So that was pretty impressive that he missed that switch. Gross. Yep. So Chex will get that soon, assuming he doesn't decide to go do other things, and I cannot see why he would want to do that. He may potentially skip that check. I feel like it's very unlikely, though. So the question is now, I mean, we do need to see the crystals and pendants in Dark World. We know Thieves Town is green pendant. We know Hera is also a pendant. So we've got one more pendant that we don't know about. Nice quick kill there on the armor sniper. Gets rewarded with Canis Samaria. Okay, Eastern just had everything. So yeah, Check's going in. And the nice thing is the map was in the big chest, so you know that he will know there's 2 items there. There's definitely something in the vanilla big key. Whether it's junk or not, he won't know until he picks it up. So I really can't see Chex missing out on this moon pile. So the question is for Rob, where does he go now? Start in Hype Cave. Makes sense. 5 quick checks. A few other things we can do there as well. Might even decide to hop over to Misery Maya. See what medallion's going on over there. Let's have a look. Pendant Maya. 5/6 Swamp and Skull Woods. Even though we don't really need it. Huh. Pendant. Oh, just double checking that. So yeah. That's really interesting. So we may, even though Hera is Misery Maya locked, and probably Swamp will be Misery Maya locked too, unless the small key's at the front. We may never touch either of those. Oh, we're going to have to skip into Hera, I guess. Well, we may never have to go into Misery Maya, knowing it's a pendant. It's still deciding to go in there, though, as Chex picks up his moon pearl. So we will at least be able to see the medallion. Actually, there was a thing that was put out, I think, after the main tournament last year to rename Hype Cave. And they put out to the community for suggestions. I don't ever know what happened to that, though. And essentially it was because of that, because Hype Cave generally isn't that hype anymore. And I think Hype Cave is just such a name that's kind of branded into the community. I think it'd be really difficult to get people to get used to a new name. So that's Quake there from Misery Maya. Cave 73, yeah. As we find the Bombos medallion in Maya's sheds and the shovel. So I'm wondering if Rob is just going to finish Desert here, and it looks like he is. Might as well, because he just might never come back to Misery Mire. So Check's now done with Eastern Palace. Decided to start up the mountain. Decided to do Hera. Okay, I was gonna say that's a really strange play, but you know what? There's a reason why Chex is the no logic champion, so I'm not gonna question him. So yeah, he does have the glove as well for Hookshot Cave, so maybe he just wants to get these done, checks out the way. He'd get that Samari as well. I wonder if he'll dip into Turtle Rock. Rob's showing us some NMG strats there. Getting a few good hits in. Actually doing a really good fight here. Much better than I could do. Oh, nice. Gets that last one done. Very good. And there's the Quake for Misery Mire. So we're going to have a look what Turtle Rock Medallion is, but we're not too interested in it. More interested in Catfish. It is an Ether for Turtle Rock. We don't really need that anyway. We do have it. I mean, potentially Chex could have gone in and had a look at the first couple of items. There we go. There's a Master Sword there for Rob on that shovel spot. So now it does put those couple of checks that the book gives us in play. Probably not going to check it. That was some very quick digs there. Can we beat the timer? Can we get into Village Outcast before the timer's out? Go on, Rob, I believe in you. Meanwhile, Check's setting up for one of the other setups to get into Pyramid. Does see the book there. Oh no, he jumps off the ledge. One second, no, that's fine. Oh, that's not good. I think that could have potentially been a screen wrap if Rob didn't save and quit there. Hey, that's fine. I think that gives us him an opportunity now to do back of escape, which isn't a bad idea. I think there's only one item left. I don't think we found map or key. There's the map. There's the there's the key. So apart from Master Sword, both our runners, they've got the same dungeons done. They've got the same items. So it's really to see what plays are they going to make. And who's going to get, who's just going to make that one or two plays that's just going to push them over the edge. Hey, Rob has finally decided to activate the flute. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think it can still be quite useful for Rob. Gonna have to go the long way round into Village of Outcast. But it's better than soft locking your game and having to reset and do all that stuff all over again. We are going to get a ped check. Okay, there's nothing there. I mean, I think pedestal's actually in logic for us. But that was not the answer today. C does not want us pulling pedestal. He'll probably still want us to clear out all 3 pendant dungeons. Check's going into Misery Mire, Pendant Misery Mire. Okay, this is quite an interesting play here from Chex. I mean, they don't have too much to do. All they've got is pendant dungeons that are doable. Yeah, it's Swamp Unlock. Yeah, I would have thought they might have done it from Hera. But... you've got Village of Outcasts, you've got Thieves Town there. I mean, they are kind of running a little low on checks. Especially as Chexhuman has done the mountain as well. Yes, Chex does have the Moon Pearl. Yeah, unfortunately, the tracking software likes to eat inputs quite often. So even though our tracker's doing a pretty good job of keeping everything in, sometimes the tracker just likes to fight back. Or the tracking software, I should say. But yeah, shout outs to Other Tom for clicking those buttons and doing the tracking. All that good stuff. Yeah, while we're here as well, shout outs to the runners. Go give them a follow. Putting on a good race. Pretty deep in this tournament now as well. So very, very good glitch runners. So if you're interested in seeing more of this after this tournament's done, we've still got way to go. But yeah, give them a follow. Wow, okay. I think Chex's mind just kind of blew there for a moment. He just stood still like, what am I doing? Yeah, I think he's trying to decide whether should he go into Heron Swamp from here. It looks like he is making that decision now. I think he might have already found 2 items as well, so might just do the dash strat setup, which saves him having to light all the torches, open the cutscene. Again, Rob doing this nifty little trick here. I do like it. You can use the hook shot and just get around like that. But yeah, that ice rod find for Chex is pretty big. So we'll see how long it takes Rob to get back to Misery Mire. Because without flippers, there's nothing really available in Swamp, in logic anyway. Oh. Okay, so Swamp Palace is essentially Misery Mire locked. Confirmed. So, I mean, that ice rod doesn't really do anything for us right now. So the question is, where is the next piece of progression that does unlock some checks for us? I mean, really at this point, all we're looking for is flippers and fire rod. And technically Titan's mitts as well. So checks might be going to check Bombo's tablet here. Which Rob hasn't done, but it's not a big deal because Rob did pick up his flute. Chex decided to leave it. Okay, so there's nothing there in Skullwoods. I'm trying to think what we really have left, where the progression can be. It's kind of coming down to Backer Thieves Town and Green Pendant and Turtle Rock. We will at least have Chain Chomps in Logic and the first chest, the Spike chest. I wonder if this is a Zora check here for Rob. I'm a bit surprised he hasn't not doing this with Catfish. Like, Rob still hasn't gone up the mountain. We've also got GT, haven't we? Which is exactly what Chex is doing. Forgot about this. Oh no! No! I don't think Rob saved and quit that long ago, so I don't think he really lost anything. And he didn't find anything that important anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's just a time loss. Well, yeah, we've technically still got Hera that's in Logic as well. So Rob doesn't know because he hasn't gone over to the mountain yet. Well, he's in the mountain, but the Dark Mountain, Dark Death Mountain. So doesn't know that the Quake is available in Super Bunny. Looks like he might be finding out quite soon. I wonder if he'll take a dip into Turtle Rock though. No, looks like he's going to Spike Cave first, and then this might be a GT play for Rob as well. Which makes sense. I mean, right now for both the runners, like, GT is kind of the dense location. Although saying that, Chex hasn't really found anything here, apart from a Tempered Sword. I mean, we could potentially decide to sequence break to the right side as well. Also got tile room. We might not go to the compass room because we are still looking for fire rod as one of our 2 go mode items. The ice rod was in Misery Mire. It was in the lobby chest. So that was really big there for Chex. I mean, the best thing for Rob right now would be to find the mitts, because that might lead him back into Misery Mire after doing a few other things, like Ice Palace. But with the flute and everything, like that would really give Rob the best chance. We'll have to pick up that Quake as well. Okay, there's the big key. So Chex might decide to go and clear GT after this. Let's go to check tile room first. I don't know what we're up to on key count, but probably on at least 3. And it's never a bad thing to do tile room in a glitched run. And just getting a key for it. So I think that's the last key there in GT, so... We'll see if Rob decides to do tile room as well. If he's able to skip it, that's going to save him at least 40 to 45 seconds. The Hera small key, so no one's actually climbed Hera yet, so we still don't know. Chex has gone into Hera, but didn't open anything up. All we know is we did find the small key to Swamp behind the door, which was behind the bombable door. So we know that is definitely Hera locked. Oh, Stalfo's playing nice there for Chex. Wonder if we're going to switch to Ice Rod or we're going to have an... Oh, we're going to do some Samaria strats from Chex. I love it. Chex pulling out all these little niche... Oh, no, he's not using the Samaria block. Oh. Still, though, I think that was a 2-cycle, so that's really good for their current loadout. Especially as I don't think he's really got anything. I think he's got Fairy in that bottle. Oh no, he's got Green Goo. Okay, could have used Ice Rod, but Ice Rod can be a bit... Oh, Rob ran out of arrows. No. So we'll be losing a bit of time here. Oh, that's really, really unfortunate there for Rob. Excuse me. I'm surprised he's clipping him out this way. and not using the little block in the right corner, bottom right corner. I mean, it's with the glitch seeds, it's like normal. Like, it's a lot of practice. You do have map trackers as well, but yeah, essentially it's just practice, like any of the modes. Okay, we found Titan's Mitts. That does now put Ice Palace in logic for us. That's also going to be really good for Rob, because we need him to go to Misery Mire to get his Ice Rod. We also did find powder in there. So it looks like the GT climb might be the next step of our progression chain. Oh, and the flippers as well. Okay, so yes, definitely the GT climb 100% was part of our progression chain. So we are just Fire Rod now for Go mode. So Rob not that far behind, but Chex does have that Ice Rod. He does have the Quake to get into Misery Mire. Rob still needs to go over. Chex has also opened up Swamp, so Chex has definitely got the edge with this one. It's not over until we find that Fire Rod. But right now, I would say Chex has the edge. Are we going to get the climb? There we go. So with his flippers, I'm wondering if he's going to go to Swamp or if he's going to go straight to Ice. This looks like he's going straight to Ice Palace. Oh, hasn't checked the island yet. Rob making sure he doesn't torch glitch. Not torch glitch, what's it called? Jingle glitch. Oh no, taking a fall. Yeah, that last lamp can be a little bit tricky. You kind of have to stand over the edge a little bit. Not too big of a deal. I mean, we've got half magic. We can be here all day. Well, not all day, but for a little while. Check's not taking any chances here and is going to check the Pengator room. Finds a big key, okay. Not a bad find at all. The thing is, with those flippers now for Rob, he knows Ice Palace is open. He knows... well, he doesn't know Swamp's open because he hasn't got the medallion for it yet. But could just jump into Hera and look for that small key. And for Rob, he's looking for both rods still. So that could potentially lead him away from the Super Bunny. Is Rob gonna get the climb? It just about gets out. And there's go mode at 1 hour and 32 seconds. Chex is in go mode. And of course, Rule of Fire coming in strong. And that's exactly where Rob is going. So Rob's also going to get his Fire Rod. It will be full on Ice Rod go mode. Which unfortunately, he will also need a quick... Wow, that was a very, very good, well-practiced cold stare fight there from Chex. So we're full on dungeon rush mode here for Chex. So he's not really going to be picking anything up. We got Red Mail, we got the Tempered Sword. We're not really too bothered about Silver Arrows. We might open up a few things along the way, but... So in terms of the tournament, right now Rob needs to win, unfortunately. But a win for Chex would put him through to the next round. We'll have to wait for the winner of Spleeby and Homemade Beer, who are currently 1-1 in their series. So... we call it the lower bracket, but man, I'm looking at these names and there is a lot of good names there. As well as in the top bracket, like anyone still in this tournament can absolutely win. I feel like with Chex's music, he's entered a tavern or something. So this is go mode -1 for Rob as soon as he picks up the chest. And now... that little item known as the Ice Rod is all that's between Rob and finishing the seed. But it's in such a bad location, I cannot see... I mean, Rob's only out is if Hera Small Key is locked in the basement. So essentially not over yet. But all that time, this time that Rob's going to be looking for Ice Rod and he's Quake. Chex is just going to be go mode in dungeons. Already done with Swamp. That's his 5th crystal. Skullwoods, pretty quick. Turtle Rock, we just need to find the big key. As Rob picks up his 4th crystal. So we'll see what Rob decides to do. He might decide to go to Hera, see if he can find himself a small key. I mean, I never want to wish bad things for the runners, but for Rob, I'm kind of hoping that the small key locks itself. Although that's not really going to stop us because we've still got the key rat, so we can still go get that one. And our third attempt at Zora. It's like now or never, isn't it? It's not too late that if it's Ice Rod, it's not going to punish us, so... Chex decided just to go and do Turtle Rock straight away. Gets his small key on the first check he does. Perfect. And 300 rupees. So here we go. Where are these keys in Hera? This is going to kind of be the big thing here for Rob. I don't know, even if the small key locks itself and he has to go look for Quake, I don't think it's going to be enough, to be honest. Like, Chex has got quite a sizable advantage right now. Let's see. And gets the small key. So that's Maya even further away. I mean, hopefully for Rob, he leaves left side swamp alone. And just starts taking some gambles. No big key yet for Chex. Has found 2 small keys. Actually, he's found 3 small keys. Everything he's picked up so far is a small key. Huh, nice little iframe boost there, or iframe dodge through the Stalfo's head. And there's the big key, so back we go to the back door, and off we go to Trinex. So I wonder if Chex is setting up for Scudgewood here. Scudgewood. Oh, I can't even say it. You know what I mean. Don't make me say it again. I mean, it's a little nice time save, but it is a little bit risky. Trinex is down, get some paperwork and a crystal. So yeah, here we go. This is where Rob's going to start losing a bit of time. Doing all these extra checks that Chex didn't. That compass might entice him to go left side swamp. Probably not straight away, but he might come back in. Chex didn't do Scudgewoods. Okay, so just gonna not take the risk. Go over to Skullwoods normally, which is perfectly fine. It's got it's got quite a bit of time right now on his side. Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't need to take the risks. I mean, he probably knows that Ice Rod is in a really, really nasty location. And there's a good chance that Rob hasn't checked that or won't check that for a while. He actually got it pretty quickly. But sometimes it does pay to do things in logic. And Chex has kind of shown with this seed. Nice kill there on Argus. So Rob really just needs to leave and go up the mountain, get his Quake. Or what's more likely going to happen, he's going to pick up his Quake and go clear out Turtle Rock. Because why would you not? I should probably go to Skull Woods and then up the mountain, but... Oh, he's going back in, so... Yeah, losing even more time here. Not that it's going to make too much of a difference, I don't think, because Chex is now picking up his 7th crystal. He's practiced Scudgewood, okay, so he might just... And he's cleared out what he can of Skull Woods, so he knows one item's on the back. So it might just go for Turtle Rock play. But I don't think he's going to have that much of a chance, as Chex now heading over to the pyramid. Going to use the slightly alternative route to what you're normally used to. Essentially used this trick to get into Hyrule Castle earlier, but now doing it from the Dark World. Ooh, finding Gold Sword there and left side swamp. Not really what he was looking for. There's Chex now onto phase 3, already halfway through. Not too many teleports there from Ganon. All Turtle Rocks for Silvers. Rob might find the Silvers. Over halfway through the fight now. Not too many left. Probably like around 3 or 4. Some very nice triples in there as well. There we go. As long as Chex doesn't fall off the bridge now, he will be taking this series 2-0. Be moving on in this tournament. Get your GGs in chat for Chexhuman, who does finish this race in an official race time of 1 hour, 14 minutes and 53 seconds. GG. So we'll see if we can get them in a moment for an interview. I see them discussing the ice rod. We'll see if we can get them in there in a moment. So yeah, as said before, Chex is going forward. So there'll be a game 3 between Spleeby and Homemade Beer. And the winner of that will be going against Chex. But we got Rob here. GG's, Rob.
GG's.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that mad to lose to Ice Rod in Pendant Mire. Like, I mean, obviously I don't have Quake either, but like that would not have been an attractive play to me at any point, so I'm probably not winning that one.
Yeah, I think Chex just kind of followed logic a little bit, knowing that Hera was Mire locked, and went in there really, really early. Like instantly went up the mountain when he found Moon Pearl. Yeah, and just kind of tried to find the logic, open up Swamp, and found the Ice Rod, which was... It opened my mouth anyway. I was like, wow. So it was kind of just fingers crossed and hope you would make the same plays, but was trying to find ways for you to get back there. But yeah, it just wasn't attractive for you at all.
Yeah, for sure. Like I even did like the quite bad Lambo fight while I was over in my area the first time because I was intending on never going back under any circumstances. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think 99 out of 100 seeds, like he would have done that would have been completely the right play, but unfortunately, this is just that one seed that decided to put that Ice Rod in Mire.
I felt pretty good early on. Like I thought I was probably the first to the bow, and then that led to some other things as well. So I thought it was kind of going fine at that point, but then I had a bit of a spell where I didn't find very much, and felt like I was probably not doing great again.
Yeah, and you're completely right. You probably had about a minute lead in getting into Dark World. Chex was on your heels, so I think once you found the bow and was entering pod, like he was just kind of starting to do his Hyrule Castle. So
okay,
yeah. So early game, I mean, you pretty much had exactly the same items. I think you had a Master Sword advantage for a little while over him, but yeah, it just really came down to that Ice Rod this whole seed.
Yeah, for sure. Oh well, anyway, I wasn't really expecting to beat Chex. He's a very, very experienced Glitch Rando player. I'm somewhat more new to this, so I get to focus on boots now.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, but no shame in yourself, though. You have got incredibly far in this tournament, like beating out some big names as well. So congratulations to you. Like, this is a difficult mode, like learning all these glitches and different way of logic and thinking. So congratulations getting this far. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I've definitely been content with my run. I think I've done okay. Still have to have the glitch map open during all my races to pull things up if I need to. Had to remind myself how to do the hammer pegs fort in this seed.
Oh yeah, it happens. There's just so much, and there's so many little things that can go wrong as well, and you're all of a sudden stuck in a wall or.
Oh yeah. It was, just the instant save and quit on my way to village the first time. Like yeah, I wasn't taking any chances there once I'm like behind a screen transition.
Yeah, and we're also joined by Chexhuman. GG's Chex.
GG Chex.
GG. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
GG's.
Congratulations moving on in this tournament. I mean, how did you feel about the race overall?
I felt like I was pretty lucky in this series. Figured Ice Rod might be a thing in this one. So I felt pretty fortunate about how that worked out.
Yeah, I mean, were you intending to follow the logic? Because the Hera small key was right there, and did you just decide, oh, I'm just going to follow the logic? I'm here in my area anyway. Let me just open it up and do it. What was your thoughts?
Did I get this Hera small key? I didn't think I knew. Did I know about it?
I can't remember. I know because Rob picked it up. It was literally
and it was Compass Chest.
Yeah,
it was in Compass Chest in both seas. Actually, I went up with the intention of doing Swamp both times, and luckily found the small key there.
Yeah. So after I found the Ice Rod, I figured, hey, I'm here. Why not unlock Swamp? It's a crystal. Yeah. And then I got the Hera small key while in Mire State, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so something like that. It was because all the small keys, even the Swamp small key, was
Right,
was
and I
there.
picked that up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hera was. I found 0 items in Hera that seed. It was weird. Like it was map and compass in the front, and then I found the small key immediately when I went upstairs. So I just clipped into Swamp and ignored the items.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. You mean you went to Swamp from Hera?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I didn't check any items in Hera either.
Yeah, I mean, one of them is basement locked, either behind the big key or like in the basement itself. So
I don't know why I didn't check Hera while in Meyer State though. I think I was rushing at that point for some reason. It's because I didn't find the big key in Meyer. So
Sure,
I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to do this if I can't even full clear it. And I just wanted to unlock at that point.
yeah, I mean that makes sense. We had a pretty early hook this seed, right? So you could just come back to Maya or to Hera whenever you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense when you've got like a GT like loom in there as well. There's a lot of checks there, so you kind of want to head towards that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, congratulations moving on in this tournament. You're going to be going against Spleeby or Homemade Beer. How are you feeling about going into that matchup?
Okay, that's great. Spleeby, long-time glitch competitor, and Homemade Beer I haven't really raced, or have I? Maybe I have, I don't remember. So that's pretty cool. Either way, will be challenging.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, where we were quite far, quarterfinals or something like that in this tournament. So everybody is incredibly strong. Like all the names in the lower brackets, like there's no easy games anymore. Like everybody's going to be a real challenge. So yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't really have any more questions unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
GG's to Rob. I was pretty scared this series, so I'm pretty surprised I got through today. So thanks for racing.
Yeah, GG again, and good luck the rest of the way. Thanks for the restream crew.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to give these runners a follow as well. Put up an amazing race. And if you are, like I said, interested in more glitch seeds, like they're fantastic glitch runners, fantastic rando runners as well. So feel free, go watch them, go talk to them. Great people, lots of fun. Also, shout outs to my tracker as well, Other Tom. Thank you so much for tracking for us, keeping us all in check, letting us see what's going on. So we can know where we are in this race. So thank you so much. And yeah, shout outs to all of you as well for watching and being part of this community. Like without you, it just wouldn't be a thing and it wouldn't be as much fun. So thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going to sign off here. I'm Obscure Lifeform. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll see you all next race.